So in my initial KB Lake video, I examined just how well the 7700K performed for gaming, as well as just some minor overclocking. This video, on the other hand, is going to focus more in depth on the overclocking potential of this chip, and I'm gonna see if I can break all of my 6700K records that I set on HWBot's website. So armed with the ASUS Maximus 9 formula from ASUS South Africa, as well as this different chip from the one I used in my primary KB Lake video, I'm gonna go ahead and boot this up and start some overclocking. But first, to show just how easy it is to hit 5 gigahertz with a 7700K, I'm gonna have my 5-year-old son come and set this chip to 5 gigahertz. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you don't make that.
Yeah, I won't. Okay, you need to press the start button on the motherboard right over there. Press it. All right, now the system's on. Now you have to come hit this button. Quick, 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 quick.
This one.
Yeah, now tap it a lot. No, a lot. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, we're good. Good. Now come on over. Okay, everything on the motherboard is set to default. So what you need to do is where it says, you see where the 1 is?
Yes.
Okay, you need to go down to that. So press the down arrow key.
So here.
Yeah. Keep going. One more. 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 Good. All right. Now you need to type in the number 50. 50. So press the 5 and then the 0. Now I need you to hit F10, that one right there.
F10?
And that's going to ask you if you want to save it. And it's going to set everything to 5 gigahertz. Now hit the enter key.
This one?
Yep. And let's see if it boots.
Is it booting?
It is booting. All right, we're almost into Windows and we are at 4.96 or basically 5 gigahertz.
Yeah.
You were able to do that by just pressing a few buttons. Super easy, right?
Yeah, which buttons?
Now I'm gonna go set some overclocking records, okay? Personal records at least. Thanks, dude. Love you. Yeah, well, I don't have anything more for you to do, but you can come overclock with me if you want.
What's overclocking?
You know how you just hit the 50? You made the processor in this computer go much, much faster. So do you want to overclock with me? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do it. 5 gigahertz is good, and that will probably break most of my 6700K records. But I didn't set the memory. I'm running the G.Skill Trident Z 3466 memory. I have a Zotac GTX 1080 from Wootware, as well as the Fantex Dual Tower 140 millimeter CPU cooler from Wootware. So everything should stay nice and cool. I'm also running a Superflyer 850 watt power supply, 80 plus platinum from Wootware as well. So Asus and Wootware, big thank you guys for sending this hardware over so that I can do this video, especially with my son. You want to overclock now?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to set the RAM. Hit enter.
This one?
Yep. Okay, there we go. All right, we're at the correct frequency. I don't think I need to adjust the timing right now. I'm just gonna go for basic, and then voltage 1.35 volts. That should boot. Disclaimer warning. Don't necessarily try anything of what I do in this video at home, mainly because I am still a amateur overclocker and I cannot necessarily endorse any of the practices because it's kind of throw it in the fire and see if it burns type of process for me. So do this at your own risk, don't copy me, and be safe, keep pushing it. I'll get everything set up, but I won't start without you. Okay, I think the memory, everything needs to be tweaked a little. Are you booting? What's going on? There we go. Are you gonna go into BIOS for me? Or are you not even getting the BIOS? All right, let's do a safe boot. Cause, okay, posted in safe mode. Yeah, okay, set up, cool.
I just want to help.
Yep, I'll help you help.
The font thing?
Yeah, I think I overdid it. Let me set the RAM, or no, sorry, the voltage. All right, I'm not going into the advanced settings. I'm just gonna keep it mostly in the basic overclocking stuff. We just need a stable boot at this point. So you made the processor go faster when you did the 50. What I just did was I made the RAM go faster, this RAM right here. Safe boot again. Let me drop the frequency. Hit the down button.
This one?
Yep. Keep going. Okay, now hit the enter.
Which one is enter?
This one.
This one?
Yep. Okay, hit enter.
Enter.
No, enter, dude.
Which one is enter?
That one. There we go. Now hit F10.
F10.
Yes, now hit enter again. All right, that voltage on the RAM might be a little high for that frequency, but command rate, there it is. Okay, 1. There we go.
So I just helped with the RAM.
You did. So you overclocked both the CPU and the RAM. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a few tests to see if this is faster than Daddy's old computer.
Because of the slow internet.
No, not the slow internet. Daddy got a new processor.
Oh, so that's
My friends at Asus, South Africa, they sent me the motherboard and the processor for me to test it out.
And we're testing it now.
Yes, and you're helping me. I already have the...
I think we should test some games.
No, we're not gonna test games. We're gonna test what they call benchmarks. Okay, so benchmarks. I have all of the HWBot benchmarks that I wanna work on. And then I also have all of the bookmarks of my highest scores with the 6700K. So I'm gonna load basically everything I need to submit scores, which is 2 instances of CPU-Z, 1 for processor, 1 for memory. Okay, so first up, frequency. That one's super easy. 4.88 gigahertz on the 6700K. That is already done. All right, so I'm doing the first one, but you already did it.
I already did the first one?
You already did the first one. So it's just CPU frequency. So we're gonna submit the score.
I can see you.
Yep, CPU frequency.
How'd they put the picture on line of you?
It was 4998.8. Okay, so frequency, done. All right, next one, pi fast.
Pi fast.
Okay, so what I need you to do is, that's pi fast. So I need you to hit enter. So 13,540.
Enter?
Yep, no, enter. There you go.
2.
Yes, that one, just once. All right, hit the left button. Just once, now hit enter. Okay, so it's doing the benchmark now. 13.28, 13.54 is what we had to beat, but we beat it. And submit. We came 12th out of 13th. So not great in the grand standings of things, but we did it together. SuperPi, 1 million. And we're gonna do 1 million. Okay, now click the mouse button for me.
Which mouse button? This one?
Yep, no, that one. Okay, try again. Okay, again. All right, so you see it's running. It's calculating pi up until the millionth digit. 7611.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. You can go if you want.
Okay.
Thank you for working with me, buddy.
Is it okay if I come back?
Yeah. I'll still be working. And another one bites the dust. Great. W prime 32 mil and run the benchmark. 4.345. Done. Breaking these records so easy. Mind you, all of those benchmarks were like after hours of me tuning and trying to get the CPU and the RAM to run as fast as possible. But like here, I just have my 5-year-old set to 5 gigahertz and I'm already beating everything. Okay, W prime 1024. I need to pull up IDA64 to make sure this is fine. I'm gonna keep that up just to monitor temperatures because the 1024 benchmark is actually quite long. 11 minutes doesn't really make sense. I'm already at 34 seconds. I think I must have entered a number wrong somewhere. Okay, the temps are quite high. They're in like the low 90s, but no throttling so far. Everything should be running at 5 gigahertz. I think I must have entered that result wrong. But the funny thing is, if you look at the ranking, I'm not dead last with that score. Okay, 129,478. I guess that's better. I don't even know. That one's done. XTU. This one's going to be a bit tougher because it's more memory dependent. All right, let's see what it does on this memory setting. 1335. Okay, I'm going to submit that regardless, but yeah, I need to tweak the memory to make sure that. Okay, so I did 1335 versus 1593, and that was at 4.75 gigahertz on an R7 370. but it was the RAM that made the difference there. Cinebench R15, 1076 is my score. 1076 at 4.9 gigahertz. 1047, 1076. Okay, that is a bit lower. I wonder, does that have more to do with memory timings as well? Let's try that one again, see if we can get a different score. 1060, okay, that was slightly higher. I probably will have to tweak settings to make that happen. I probably should have submitted that score. Oh wow, I got rid of all of the tabs. That's awful. Okay, so Cinebench and XTU still have to be bested. GPU Pi, let's do that one next. 100 million. Okay, 15840. Okay, so that is already better. So GPU Pi, 100 million, done. Let me check my profile overall. Still second in Novice League. Not really receiving points for these. Let's do the HWBot X265. So this benchmark came out since I last did my round of overclocking with the 6700K. Dang it. Okay, first BSOD. That crashed. I need to fix, before, I'm gonna raise the stakes a little bit, go to 52, 5.2 gigahertz, adjust the voltage. Hopefully that's fine. Go 1.5 on that. I've put the G-Skill up to 1.55 before. I exclusively use it for overclocking, so stability isn't really important to me long term. Okay, so we have a 5.2 gigahertz boot. Page fault, non-paged area, that seems like a memory issue. Raise voltages. Let's see what happens. So far, so bad. Okay, let's drop it down to 5.1. Let's see, and then I would also want to drop the voltage corresponding. What I really should try to figure out is how to get the memory stable at 3466 at 5 gigahertz instead of trying to raise the CPU core. Okay, yeah. 5.1, good. What the heck is using, it's the freaking antivirus again. Let me try HWPOT Prime again, see if we can get a better score. It's 5.1 gigahertz. I didn't change anything with the RAM, so we're gonna be completely dependent on 7080. Okay. Not even better. Oh, I also need to do Cinebench, so I'll try that one next as well. 1080p and run. Yep, okay, not stable. What did I disable? Probably these. That's a lot of what my overclocking is just typing in numbers, fixing a few settings, and then kind of hoping and waiting and seeing if it boots, because I'm not entirely sure. Not perfect, but let's see if Cinebench will run this time. Crashes right about meow. Okay, it throttled. I guarantee you it throttled with that kind of score. The voltage may be too high. Yep, straight to 100. Okay, let's stop this. Yeah, 1.45. That, let me drop that down to 1.425 and see if we can keep 5.1 gigahertz. And I should probably also just set the fans to max speed because I just have them on the default fan profile at this point. 1.425 volts. Boot is stable. Let's see if it's stable. Temps, yeah, overheating and crashing. Dang it. I think I might have to go back down to 5. And I'm gonna try some higher RAM amount, or higher RAM frequency rather. And yeah, the memory doesn't want to take at anything above 2800 apparently. Let's see if I can drop it down to 4.9 gigahertz and get the memory to boot at 3 gigahertz. 1059. Okay, basically the same as it was at 5 gigahertz. 1381, 1335. Oh, so that is a pretty decent improvement. Okay, hold on. Then memory is at, yep, 3466. The timings aren't what I am happy about. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a better XTU scores. Okay, so main conclusion, the KB Lake chip is just faster overall usually, but its easy limit of 5 gigahertz appears to be about where you're gonna get on air. Obviously it's gonna depend on the silicon lottery as well as the cooling potential of your air cooler. But I mean, 5 gigahertz is nothing to sneeze at, especially when 4.8 gigahertz stable on my Skylake chip was the norm. But most of the benchmarks, as you see, with very little tuning on many different aspects, already beat my Skylake scores. Just struggled on a few, but working on that. Hopefully I can resolve that before the end of the video. 1442. All right, let's see if we can get that to work. Please turn on, please turn on. You were working just fine at 4.9. Please turn on at 5. That's the trick to overclocking. And yes! See, singing does it every time. Rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes. This is why I'm still novice. And why I'm number 2, not number 1. Let's try Cinebench. 1078! Woo! Haha! Take that, Skylake. Beat you by 2 points. In the face! I guarantee I was running my 6700K on an AIO. So air cooling, I mean, I'm impressed. Only 2 scores that I have yet to best are XTU and HWBot Prime. 238 out of 360, 26 out of 26. I'm dead last. Am I doing something wrong? I probably am. No! All right, you know what? I'm gonna call it quits there. All right, so I bested most of my scores besides HWBot Prime and XTU on air cooling of all things with the 7700K on the Maximus 9 formula. So big thanks to ASUS South Africa and Wootware for sponsoring all of the hardware that I needed to make this video possible. Thank you to my son for helping me out for that first little bit of the video. Why don't you send me the links to your scores on HWBot? I'm curious to see what you guys are getting with your 6700Ks or your 7700Ks, or any of your chips for that matter. I want to see how we're stacking up against each other as far as overclocking goes. Again, modestly average overclocker here. I'm nothing special. This is just me having fun, me enjoying it, spending time with my son, learning how to overclock with him, just doing it with the new chip just to see how far I could push it. Let me know if you guys want me to do a second video, probably shorter, but with AIO water cooling. I'll have a 280 radiator with 4 fans blowing all that air out, and I might be able to get some higher frequencies, but it looks like 5.1 gigahertz is what I'm going to get with my air cooling setup. Yeah, so thanks again to ASUS South Africa and Wootware. Thank you guys for watching so much, for commenting, liking, disliking on all of my videos. I really appreciate the engagement. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I have a couple more KB Lake videos coming out, as well as a few other hardware videos coming out. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all of that. And yeah, this is, stop. I'm gonna set you back to 5 gigahertz. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.